Hello everyone and welcome to another Let's Play. Today we are doing Quest for Glory 2. My name is Anna Mardal. This opening screen looks familiar because I'm pretty sure it's word for word the opening screen for Quest for Glory 1. It's the little guilt trip asking to please not pirate games. This is a legitimate copy of the game, don't worry. You will need the information contained in the printed documentation to successfully complete the game. That was not true so much in Quest for Glory 1. It will very much be true in Quest for Glory 2 because there is a map in the book and you need the map in order to navigate this enormous city. I'm sure that a map came with the GOG version of the game, but I'm actually using my old map from my old book that has the important streets circled and highlighted, and I even wrote some little notes in here in pencil. So way to go past Anna for taking care of that for me. So here is our opening screen for Quest for Glory 2. I'm going to go through the introduction and then we will import our hero from Quest for Glory 1. And I did go back and max out stealth. I thought it would take a long time, and then my friend Ben said, oh no, there's actually a really simple trick, and it ended up taking like 10 minutes of my time, so that was awesome. But basically you go up to Irana's piece in that area where I had been farming trolls by walking back and forth between the two screens until a troll showed up, which you saw me farm trolls many times. But instead of farming trolls, you walk back and forth in stealth, and because the encounter rate up there is so high, you keep hiding from monsters just over and over again. And I maxed out my stealth, and like I said, in like 10 minutes, I went from 80 to 100 just like that. So that was not too terrible. It would have been awful without Ben. Thank you, Ben. I love you. So here, is it another dragon? It's a djinn. Or a genie. Sierra presents. And that's us on a flying carpet with the katas, Shima and Shamim, and our friend Abdullah Du. And apparently we have amused the djinn. So as you remember in the ending of, and I know the music's loud, I'm going to turn it down in a second. I'm just going to be quiet until the music stops. It's the Star Trek Enterprise! Did they get licensing permission to use that? And this is our destination. This is the beautiful city of Shapeir. You no gonna regret this, boss. Guaranteed the best in town, or you no get your money back. How's about a nice... Wait, what is it that up there? Boom! No, that costume will just not do. They magicked us. Now you look like a hero, Shapeir style. We have a new outfit. And Abdullah Du looks very happy. Okay, so that's the introduction. And, actually, I'm not going to start a new hero. Import a hero. I'm going to start a new hero just to show you the pretty animations. As you remember, in the past game, we could pick a fighter, a mage, or a thief, and that's true here too. But what's cool is that now we have this little question mark to learn about the hero type. Fighters tend to be rough, tough, and rowdy. Choose the fighter if you want to take the direct approach to your problems. Wizards are known for their powerful spells and subtle indirect solutions to problems. So we're kind of teleporting in and using magic to teleport back out. Thieves have a variety of special skills, such as picking locks, hiding, and climbing walls. The thief tends to work around problems rather than attacking them directly. So we jumped down, and now we have a dagger out, and we ran off. And the fighter, I didn't talk about it. He burst through the wall with a sword. So those are pretty cool. So we're just gonna pick one. It doesn't matter because I'm going to instantly. Crap. If I quit, I think it'll. I don't want that. I just want to go back to the main menu. Okay, restart takes us to the main menu. So now I'm going to import a hero, because we saved off our hero from the last game. Please insert the disk on which you saved your winning hero from Quest for Glory 1, So You Want to Be a Hero, into your disk drive, so that your hero can make the journey to Shapeir. And there it is, Glory 1 save. So, it was kind of tricky to get it off of the DOSBox situation. But if you change the DOSBox directory from A, it's expecting a disk drive, to C, it doesn't put it on your C drive, it puts it in the DOSBox drive. So you can yank it from the GOG Quest for Glory 1 folder and just copy and paste it into the Quest for Glory 2 full folder, and bada bing, bada boom, character successfully imported. So here's Aaron. He's a fighter, you can tell from the portrait. I do like our new clothes. I like our new clothes a lot. I didn't hate the Spielberg clothes, but I'm not a big capes fan. No capes! And so this is more comfortable, more pleasant looking. And obviously we're in a very fantastical Middle Eastern setting. I talked in the first video about I very much doubt, I could be wrong, I very much doubt that, you know, Sierra had like sensitivity readers on the staff to make sure that this was all culturally sensitive. I think it hinges a lot on a lot of stereotypes about Middle Eastern cultures. I think it tried to hinge on the nice stereotypes, but they're still stereotypes. Some of y'all may be able to watch this, some of y'all may not be able to watch this. I like the game, but then again, I'm coming from a position of white privilege where none of this hurts me, so I'm able to set it aside and be okay with it. Not everyone is going to be able to do that, and that's just, it's not right, it's not fair, but there it is. So as you can see, we have maxed out stats. Oh, that looks beautiful. I've never had fully maxed out stats before. I've always had climbing at 0 because I didn't know about the bug. And we don't get to allocate points for the hero because we're already starting at a bonus, way more than a brand new game would be. So this was actually really clever of Sierra to implement, and I'm surprised that more games don't do it, because if you bought the second game and hadn't bought and played the first, to me this would motivate me to buy and play the first just so I'd have a better hero to import. Plus, if you did already buy the first game, you have this kind of customer loyalty sense of, yay, the stuff that I did actually matters for this one. I'm a head up on all the people who didn't do all that. So to me, this was very clever of them. So we're gonna go ahead and start game, and then I'm gonna immediately sound volume instead of 16. We did well with 10 on the other one, so let's try that. And then I'm gonna turn off silly clowns. Hold on, I have to sneeze. Achoo! Achoo! Sorry about that. Silly clowns, you can look up, there's a Wikipedia entry if you want to see what it does. It adds some, there's going to be comedy in this game, that's fine. Silly clowns adds a little bit more than I find personally humorous, so I always turn it off. I'm here for the story, not for the jokes. And just in case hitting this clicks through Abdullah's dialogue, I'm going to go ahead and read that too. Is it not amazing how quickly we have set up this inn? So, in the intro, when we touched down in that square, you may not have seen it. You might want to back up the video. But on the right-hand side, there was a door, and above the door it said for rent. So we rented that space for Shamin, who, as you can see, is over there on a pillow, and Shima to set up an inn here, much like the Hero's Tale inn they had in Spielberg, but in Shapeir instead of in Spielberg. Is it not amazing how quickly we have set up this inn? The Kata's tale is already the center of Shapeir's entertainment. Where else can you watch Shima dance? You know you will always have a place to stay and fine food to eat in Shapeir. Shamin, Shima, and I cannot thank you enough for helping us recover our stolen treasure. It is good to be back home, even though I have had troubling news. My old friend Aras al-Din, the Emir of Razir, is missing. He was a good man, but not as wise as I. Ah, but you have not even seen our beautiful Shapeir, and already I speak of problems. You need to go out, explore, and discover why this is indeed a land of enchantment. Can we order some food, just to start? Shima will be with you shortly with one of her splendid meals. And this is a good chance to speed up the animation a little bit. Here is your morning meal of warm bread and honeyed butter, fresh fruit and tea, just as you prefer. Thank Shima. You are, of course, most welcome, my hero. Eat meal. Your breakfast is delicious. Oh, and we have... Interesting, we have 5,000 experience points already, presumably from our... Okay, so... Okay, I said that the second game added a skill, but it actually adds 2 skills. One is this calm down here, which is communication. Although I think they could have just as easily called it diplomacy or even charisma. And it's at 100, I assume it's tied to something as a base score in order to be 100 already. I don't think they just hand you 100 off the bat. So I assume it's, you know, take your intelligence and boom, or take your intelligence and vitality and luck, or I don't know. So our communication is at 100, which is nice, and took me a second to even see it. And then they added another one called honor, which right now we're at 50. And again, I think that just, I think everyone starts out at 50. I'm not sure, but I think they do. We have a time, we can finally tell about. So that's, we pulled that over from Laura Bow, thank you. And now we hit Control D instead of Control T, day instead of time, to find out what time it is. Save game, better do that before I start doing stuff else. I don't know what arcade difficulty means. I don't. Okay, that's fine. We do want it to stay on normal. We don't want it to be fast. Cast spell, fight, escape, pause, repeat, inventory, character sheet, time, day, ask about, tell about, look at, read map, compass heading. We don't have a map, so we can't read it. And I don't think we have a compass. Yeah, so we'd have to buy one. Inventory. We have no golden dinars and no brass centimes, which is a local currency. But we do have 404 gold coins. I don't know. That's supposed to accurately represent how much we had when we saved the character. But actually it doesn't. And I thought we'd carry over our... I actually thought we'd carry over our inventory. But we had 10 food rations and we're back down to 5. We can actually examine stuff now, which is super cool. They changed that. Before you had this inventory screen, but you couldn't really do anything with it. And so now they've actually made it so you can click on it and see what it is. Standard adventuring rations. Your heavy one-handed broadsword is an admirable weapon for a strong fighter. Your shield is made of hardwood and iron. It is both strong and heavy. An Acme lockpick, suitable for most standard locks and a few squirrely ones. Your thief's toolkit contains a variety of slim, sharp instruments. In the right hands, these implements will open any locked but unbarred door. Your Thieves Guild license authorizes you to do business with thieves without getting killed by them. Your chainmail armor is quite effective for protection, but it is very heavy. You still retain golden coins from the land of Spielberg. Your leather water skin is crucial adventuring equipment in the desert. And then we have our spells, which, they've thrown Zap in because we're a magic user. If you were a mage to start with in Quest for Glory 1, you would get Zap. But if you didn't start with it, if you were a fighter or a thief, you couldn't get it in the game. That was always vexing. So they went ahead and tossed it in. So, oh, you're a magic user? Here's Zap. Fine. So that's nice. We lost our healing potions, and we lost our extra food rations. So I'm actually a little salty about that because I built back up our healing potion inventory because I thought it carried over. I was wrong. I don't like being wrong. So, and then we have time of day, ask about and tell about. I mentioned before that this is a timed game in the sense that you can't just fart around for 200 days like you could in Quest for Glory 1. In Quest for Glory 2, I believe it's like 35 or 40 days, I'm not sure, and everything happens on a schedule, which is kind of cool because the things are happening regardless of what your character does, which makes the world feel more alive. We can also come back here and eat and rest for free anytime we want, which is really cool because I like it when people in video games show the kind of hospitality and respect and gratitude that I would have for someone who, for instance, saved my valley from brigands and helped me go back home or something. I mean, yeah, I'd be like, your money's no good here. We always have a bed for you. You can always eat the food here or whatever. It's always kind of annoying in video games whenever you're the biggest hero in the whole world and you're about to face off like the final boss and everybody's like, yeah, we're rooting for you. Keep us all alive. By the way, you still have to pay for your standard issue healing potions. And it's like, why? I'm the chosen hero. I'm wielding the great sword of destiny. You're gonna die if I don't get this right. I did like how Final Fantasy X jokingly remarked on that, where it was like, if we die, you die too, buddy. And the guy was like, well, let us say that my charging you is a indication of how much I believe in your success. That was funny. So anyway, so I like this too because it feels safe and homey. No matter what happens in this game, at least until the end, you can always come back and Shima will feed you a meal and you can sleep on these beautiful pillows and sit on the floor and eat, and it's just, it has a safe feeling to it, a home feeling that just makes me really love this game. So now I'm going to shut up and actually play it. I'm sorry. You are pleased at the delicious smells and delightful ambiance of the newly remodeled Catta's Tail Inn. You give it 3.5 stars. Harsh. Your good friend, Shamin. It is an oil lamp. Batteries not included or even necessary. It is a large brass bottle. What a genie it could hold. It is one of several low round tables. It is a patron of the inn, drinking and dining, no doubt. It is a pillow. It is your good friend, Abdullah Do. So Abdullah said a few things, and I'm going to now stop and explain it. I lied. I'm not going to start playing. Gosh darn it. I'm sorry. We're in a city called Shapeir. You saw it when we carpeted in. It's a big, beautiful city with walls and domed buildings, and it's quite big. And Shapeir has, I think, a sultan. Don't quote me on that. We'll talk about him more once I remember and people jog my memory in game. Shapeir has a sister city on the other side of the desert called Razir, and Razir has a leader called an emir. And the emir was Abduladu's friend. Not sure how they knew each other, but he's a high-ranking merchant, so maybe he ranks high enough that he sold things to him directly, or maybe they went to the right schools together. I don't know. And apparently he's gone missing. So we're going to ask about that. We're going to ask about Razir. Razir and Shapeir were sister cities, separated by the sands of the desert. Now it is said that the fountain of Razir runs no more, and that the city's soul has shriveled like a grape in the sun. Eras, the emir, was the kindest of men, quick to hug you and call you brother, but I must admit that he was not very brave. The land of Shapeir may be plagued with elementals and jinns, but this city will ever stand as long as there are heroes such as yourself. I am Abduladu. It is an old family name. Like a cat, Shamin lands upon his paws wherever he goes. This inn is the oasis of culture for Shapeir. Ah, the enchanting Shima. Her dance must be seen to be savored. A place to relax, to talk to friends, to eat and drink, to watch entertainment. What better place to be? Thank Abdullah. Ask about treasure. How's he doing? Fortune? There is no greater treasure than friendship. Spielberg. If you had not returned our stolen carpet and treasures, I would still be sitting there, wasting away to a mere shadow of myself. Okay, so we're gonna stand, and we're gonna sneak. Here we go. Talk to Shamin. Shamin, in the tongue of my kindred, means he of the lion. This is truly what an inn should be, the center of all. With Shima to dance and the poet Omar to entertain, there will always be something of interest here. There is none in all Shapeir to compare to my beautiful and wondrous mate. Poetry is revered in this land. The words of the poet Omar speak both to the heart and to the mind. Abdullah may seem foolish at times, but there is much in what he says. This city is but an island of beauty amidst the shifting sands and timeless mountains. Okay, so we can't just thank people randomly, but we can thank Shima. You, stranger, you just in luck. I got everything you need right here. You need a map? I got a map. You need a compass? I got a compass. You need a souvenirs of Shapeir for friends and relatives? I got a best souvenirs in town. I think that's supposed to be an Italian accent. I did mention that there's some stereotypes that, yeah. But okay. The well-kept plazas of Shapeir are octagonal in shape. Windows overlook the daily goings-on, and alleys lead outward to other parts of the city. The sign says that the door leads to the Catta's Tail Inn. A local townsperson. This is a Katta charming a snake. He looks like a charming fellow. Haha. The snake took a wrong turn one day and wound up listening to a Katta who likes to think he's Benny Goodman. This guy looks like he could play the piano, but strangely. I think it says Ali Chila? The odd character at the stand seems vaguely familiar. He's probably supposed to be a cameo of a TV character, but I don't know. You see a charming young Katta with a smile for you. The flowers at the flower stand are very beautiful indeed, and the charming young Katta girl has a smile for you. So let's go talk to... You look like such a fine person. Have I got a deal for you? I sell you a genuine made in Japan glow-in-the-dark turban, which says my father went to Shapeir and all he bought me was... But maybe you got no kids. Then what you need is what I got right here. Shapeir in a bottle. You shake it and you see Shapeir in a sandstorm. I sell it just for you, only twice what it's worth. Well, what about that map? How you think you're gonna find yourself with no map? I sell it to you cheap, only 1 dinar. We'll buy a map. Wait a minute, what do you think I am, a money changer? You money, it's a no good. You need to get this changed to dinars and centimes before you can buy something. Well, where's the money changer? You want to find the money changers, right? No problem, boss. Well, you go north until you see a way to go left and you take it away. Now you go until you see a way to go right and you take it that away. Now you go until you see a way to go right and you go to the right. Then you go until you can go to the right again. That's the right way. Go that way until you can turn right. Go right until you can come to a place where you can go right again. Turn left, follow the road, and you know can't miss it. Oh my God. This is why we need a map in the book. We're going to go outside this way first.
So you are the stranger the merchants are talking about. The gate to Shapeir is always open, but never have I seen an entrance to the city like yours. To fly in on a carpet, it must be grand.
Outside of the main gate of Shapeir is a quarrel for the town person's sauruses. Sorry? You decide. It is a variety of red saurs that you never saw in Spielberg. The guard looks like any other well-trained soldier.
My name is Uns Awujud, which means delight in existing things. The desert is a very dangerous place for any man.
Oh crap, I went too quickly. Ask about desert.
In the middle of the day, the sun will burn one. At night, many foul monsters prowl in search of easy prey. The dunes are all alike, and it is easy to lose one's way. Only if one is properly prepared can one endure, or when one travels in a caravan.
What about these sauruses?
You can see the riding sauruses in the stable over there. They are intelligent and brave creatures, willing to obey the slightest command from their master. They will take you wherever you wish, and will come to your aid against monsters. Best of all, they can always find their way back to where they are stabled, so you need never get lost. The seller of sauruses will be here tomorrow. Perhaps you can purchase one then.
Well, that sounds good. So how about that magic carpet, huh?
I regret it very much, but I cannot help you with that.
Shapeir?
The duty of a guard in Shapeir is to make certain all people are safe from violence or ill-doing.
Ooh, that's good. Way to go. Keep it up. Okay, let's see if we can find this money changer. We're gonna go north. Oh, this is what the halls look like, is it? Huh. So, I'm looking at my map. Please be patient with me here. Okay, so you're already sneaking. I need to find the name of the street the money changer is on. Okay, so this is the same. So over here we have a local meat merchant with a brazier merrily cooking saurus meat. The stand contains broiled meats. We have a pottery merchant here. We have a fountain. The fountain water is cool and refreshing. The water splashes into the fountain in a most inviting way. When we walk down here, the perspective changes, and that can be a little confusing at first, but it helps that you have it tells you that it leads north, and it even has a little N, and then this one tells you that it leads south, and the sign reads Janab Tark, which means South Street. So let us ask about Money Changer. Maybe he has a better. The Money Changer will give you dinars and centimes, which you will need to purchase things in this land. She is on Dinar Tarik. Okay, so that street is on my map. There it is. It is. So it is west of the
plaza that we're in. You see a dark passage leading west. The street reads Nefara Dar, which means Fountain Avenue. So we're going to go west. The barkers bark at you. And we've got two streets here. There is a sign of the street to the right, which reads Nafaradab. Another street to the left reads Moaterik. So Moaterik is a dead end. We want to go right instead of left. Go straight, and we have to go left. We will continue to go straight. There is a sign down the street to the right which reads Nafara Darb. Another sign down the street to the left reads Dinar Tarik. Well, that's what we need. We need Dinar Tarik. So we're going to go this way and this way. The sign on your street reads Dinar Tarik, so we're going to stay on Dinar. Okay. I don't know what that was all about. Wrong number. Here we go. All right, we got here. So, we have a stranger to our fair land. Welcome, traveler from afar. Come closer, that you may find all you seek here. I am Dinarzad, changer of money for Shapeir. Would you like to exchange something with me? This small alcove at the end of the alley has a small window with an iron grate above it. 2 oil sconces illuminate the guard standing nearby and the woman behind the window. Franck, the guard, marks you with his glare. You suspect he would give no quarter in a fight. He would likely pound you into rubble. So, as I said before, there are, even with the silly clowns turned off, there are plenty of jokes in the game. Of course, that's not rubble, that's ruble. But all of those words are money words. In any case, he has no dime to speak with you, to coin a phrase. To fight him would make no sense. Better to leave him alone for a change. They were so worried you wouldn't get the joke that they capitalized the words. The woman is very attractive with her dark curly hair and lovely figure. She smiles invitingly at you. So, talk to woman? Men, all talk and no action. Ask about money. I deal in money. I will be only too happy to exchange your old, worn-out foreign money for money which is a bit more practical around here. Ask about rate. I will gladly trade your foreign money for our dinars and centimes. I always enjoy helping others, and I give the best rate around. That is not entirely true, but we'll get to that in a second. Shapeir is a very safe and orderly place under the watch of our sultan. It can be very dangerous for those who break the law and get caught. That was an interesting thing to say. The Sultan, may he live forever, is very wise and watches over everything. It is best not to try to break the laws around here, unless one is very, very cunning. Let's make the thieves sign. Let's spell it right. You place your thumb upon your nose, with your hand held up perpendicular to your face and the fingers outspread. You then wiggle your fingers while focusing your eyes on the thumb and patting your belly with the other hand. We don't show any of that here, in order not to embarrass people with tender sensibilities. So you are a jackal among the goats, then? I am very fond of those of the profession. This could be the start of a beautiful relationship.
Come back tomorrow evening or so when you are interested in doing for me a little favor. It could be to our mutual benefit. And do come fully equipped. No one of your profession should travel without the proper tool and a little oil to make insertion easier. Yes. So Dinarzad has a very strange exchange rate, which I think was intended to maybe equalize or lower the benefits of grinding the previous game for an import character. If you give her more than 250 coins, after the first 250, she takes a 50% cut, half of it. So the first 250, you get 250 coins back, but then everything after that, the 154 remaining, we'd only get half of that back. If you give her between 50 and 250, you get a modified rate that varies based on how much you give her. And then the lowest cut is if you give her, well, the second to lowest cut, if you give her less than 50 coins or equal to 50 coins, then she takes 10%. This is all rounded down to the nearest dinar. I'm reading off the Quest for Glory Wikia. This means that even if the hero gives her 2 gold coins, she will only return 1 dinar because her fee rounds the return of 1.8 down to 1. The only way to avoid this is to give her only 1 gold coin at a time, which she will return as 1 dinar. The most efficient way to maximize return with the smallest time sent is to exchange 50 dinars at a time. This method is certainly faster than going 1 at a time, which is the only truly better deal. So the best absolute deal is if we exchange 1 coin at a time with her. So exchange 1 gold. Oh, 1. Here you are. I just love intimate exchanges like this. 1. 1. 1. Yeah, that sucks. So, and since it asks you to put a number in each time, we can't even just grind it with the... What the hell? That didn't give us gold dinars at all. You lied. It lied. Look at that. We don't have any dinars. We gave her 4 gold, and we got nothing back. Lies. Unless I did it wrong. So if we exchange 50... Oh, is your pouch deflated? I'm so sorry. Well, I hope you can come again soon. It's because my number locked in. Oh, still not taking it. So if I do 50, how much do I have? 45. I did wonder when I was younger and doing this for the first time why it asks you how many you want to exchange, because your gold is literally useless, so why wouldn't you just exchange all of it? So this is apparently why. So we have 363, but I'm going to save this game and go ahead and call it test. And if we restart Aaron 1 and exchange money and do all of it. Okay, so whoa. So we got 202 golden dinars by doing it all at once, or we get 360 by doing it in packages of 50. So obviously, that was way better. Also, our weight shot up because the gold apparently weighed nothing at all, which, if you know anything about gold, is kind of hilarious because gold weighs quite a bit. Apparently the Baron had defaced the coinage of Spielberg pretty badly, since the gold weighed nothing, but the dinars weigh a lot. So, All right, we're going to leave now. Actually, we're not. Ask about Dinarzad. Ask about name. My name is Dinarzad, which means child of gold coins. Huh. Stealth is up to 120. Nice. Way to go, us. All right, we're going to leave now. She said to come back in the evening, 1 or 2 nights hence. And we've got to walk all the way back to the plaza, which is kind of scary. But I have my map. I will take care of us. I don't. This is the one part. I hesitate to say that I hate the city streets because now that I know what I'm doing and I know how to read the map, you have to basically turn the map as you go or have really good spatial turning in your head. Wait, what is that street? Look. I think we need to get on. No, I do not need to get on Ketal Darb. I need to stay on this one. Now that I know how to read the streets and read the map, I don't hate it. It's not just Nefero Darb. It's not just a copyright DRM thing. It actually is useful and important for several points in the game for the city to be laid out the way it is. Whoa. Oh, there we go. Okay. Whew. I was like, wait a second, this was supposed to be the plaza. So I like it now, but man, let me tell you, when I first, what time is it? We have delicious things for you to eat. Mouth-tempting falafels of fresh roasted lamb. Dates stuffed with honey almonds to tease your tongue. It is certainty that you will enjoy what we sell. Time, that's what I want. Midday. It's midday, so it's lunchtime. And we've got some cash. So let's work on our communication. Ask about food. The townsperson doesn't understand you. So the town people don't speak English or whatever it is we're speaking. We have delicious things for you to eat. Okay, so they have falafel, they have dates, and that's what they have. Ask about falafel. A falafel is a pita bread stuffed with spicy roasted lamb, a hearty meal. You will find it most filling. The price is but 70 centimes for such a delicacy. It is cheap at any price. Our fresh dates are stuffed with the finest of almonds, roasted over the brazier carefully and then glazed in honey. We personally stuff the dates ourselves. We are very fastidious when working, and you will find no cat hairs in the dates. For 2 handsful you need pay only 30 centimes. You cannot find a better treat in all the bazaar. So we're going to buy the falafel, but what we're going to do is we're going to bargain the falafel. Everything here is, you can bargain it down. So if you're just buying it for the price on the sticker, then you're not upping your communication skills. Like bargaining? Oops it. You're not hungry right now. God damn it, game. If I say I'm hungry, I'm hungry. I am hungry. That sounded delicious. I want some lamb and some pita bread. I shouldn't play while hungry. Okay. Ask about map. Go away, townspeople. I'm trying to do business. Bargain map. You drive a hard bargain. I give you this and you give me 50 centimes. One map for 50 centimes. Bargain compass. Okay. I do not believe that he has anything else that we need. You will notice that our points went up. Good day, Effendi. That means friend. What is the... Map is R, not M. Read R. And compass heading is H. So there's our compass heading north is that way. And here is Shapeir. So... this is a big place. a big place. So here is the Gates Plaza, the Saraswat, the Cottage Inn. This is the Fountain Plaza. This is the Money Changer, so we can just zoop back to her. We don't have to. So what we did was we went this way, then 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 we went. So that was very involved, I know. Over here is the Fighter Plaza, and this is the Palace Plaza. So we can now zoom anywhere we want. But first, I'm going to go over to this flower cellar. Flowers of beauty, flowers of fragrances most wonderful, flowers to bring cheer to your day. Ask about flowers. I don't want to talk to you, guard. I would be honored to sell you some flowers, hero of the north. They are a mere 10 centime. The flowers... You are most skilled at bargaining. They shall be but half the price. So we got... Flowers seem to wilt quickly in the desert heat. Yes, they do. But these won't. The flower cellar is a great place to grind bargaining because her flowers are very cheap. And you're only getting 5 centime for each interaction. So, we've got 16, let's make it an even 20. 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. And there, look at that. Our bargaining, our communication skill is 115. So look at us. We are just, woohoo! So, let's take out our map again and go to the south side of the Fountain Plaza. Are we hungry yet? Bargain, lawful. Nope, not hungry. Fine. Not time. I keep doing Control T because it was Control T in Spielberg. Well, goodness, where is the apothecary shop is aflame with reds, yellows, and oranges, and smoky incense fills the air. The druggist is busy creating pills and powders. It's a brazier fully filled with flames. The druggist seems to keep very busy at his trade. How much does a Grecian earn? It's a funerary urn at the top is a hole for ashes. The shelves are filled with unusual objects. You see something that looks like Halloween candy. Part of Herrick's father-in-law. Just wouldn't fit in an urn. The shelves are filled with unusual objects. You see something that looks like old grandpa's high-risk moonshine. You see something that looks like Eye of Newt. Does Wayne know about this? You see something that looks like a 10, 20, 40 weight. You see something that looks like leftover cooking grease. You see something that looks like the kind of fiery spices guaranteed to reduce taste buds to ash. The alcove contains censers and burning incense. The next game will be uncensored. There seem to be books in many languages, few of which are comprehensible to you, but you do recognize old favorites such as To Pill a Mockingbird, Flame and Fortune, How to Get Fired Without Losing Your Job, Stupid Elemental Tricks, Creative Accounting for Left Brains, and Numeralexics. So, okay, the red enameled black cauldron is encrusted and empty. Under the cauldron is a wood-burning oven. No fire is presently lit. So, greet man. Talk to man. I did not notice you come in. This is the apothecary, where one can buy many wondrous pills and oils. I am Harik. If you need something, just let me know. I am Harik Attar, which in your language means fire druggist. I was well named. I guess so. Ask about shop. This is the apothecary, where one can buy many wondrous pills. Okay, ask about pills. I have the following pills for sale. Vigor pills for 5 dinar. Healing pills for 10 dinar. Poison cure pills for 12 dinar. Mana pills for 15 dinar. Take 1 pill with water and get plenty of rest. Vigor pills aid iron poor blood. Restore vital materials used up in strenuous exercise. And act as a quick picker-upper in times of stress. You can use my marvelous pills to heal your wounds. The venom of the desert scorpion is deadly unless you take these pills before you are struck by its tail.
Mana is magical energy. My mana pills help restore it.
So, you don't have potions, do you?
I do not usually make potions, unless they are special orders. I make pills that do wonderful things. However, I do have a recipe for a dispel potion.
Really? We've used one of those.
A potion to break enchantments? I know of one in which the victim drinks the potion and the spell ends. It is a pity that I do not have any of the potion made up. I have most of the ingredients though. If you could find the ingredients I'm missing, then I could make some dispel potions for you. To make a dispel potion, I will need the feather of a griffin and... let me think. That may be a problem. I need the fruit of compassion. You think that's going to be more of a problem than a griffin? The griffin is half bird and half beast. It has the head and wings of an eagle and the body of a lion. Since it is neither wholly one nor the other, it can be used as a catalyst for change. The fruit of compassion is extremely rare. It can only be given, never taken or bought. I have heard rumors of but one plant in the entire land where you might find this. There are tales told to me of a woman transformed into a plant through a jinn spell. Genies. She stands like a tree somewhere out in the desert, but is said she bears no fruit. You should talk to Enchantress Aziza, for she would know more about this than I. The Enchantress Aziza has a house along the west side of Shmali Tar... thank you. Am I hungry now? Oh, that wasn't close enough.
Oh, and they also have jerky and bread?
Our lizard jerky rations are very cheap, but delicious. They travel very well. Surely an adventurer gets hungry at times. You can get 5 meals for but a dinar. You need never be hungry again. The jerky is prepared with only the finest, most succulent rock-flattened lizards. Our special blend of preservatives lets the rich, full-bodied lizard flavor come through. The bread is first fried in olive oil. Then honey is poured upon it. It is only 30 centimes. The taste will sell itself. Well, I want all of these things, but apparently I'm not hungry. Surely a great adventurer yourself will need a lamp on your travel. Do you have oil? The apothecary sells oil. I do need some. Because Dinarzad asked us to bring oil. Ask about oil. I sell oil for filling lamps and for quieting squeaky hinges. A small container of oil costs 20 centimes. Well, I have plenty of that, but... You speak as one born to bargain. It shall be 15 centimes. Thank you. I like to think that I'm asking for a hero discount. I don't think I need any plants. And I don't think I need any baskets. I would be most honored if the heroes of the north were to purchase one of my baskets. My baskets are made of reeds brought from the east, hand-dyed and woven by myself and my family. Leave! I don't want to talk to you, townsperson. I have flowering plants and green plants, planted in specially prepared earth and placed in pots from the potter across the way. All will brighten a room and freshen the air. Excuse me. My oil lamps will light the way through the darkest night. Surely an adventurer such as yourself would have need of such a thing. For you, Effendi, I will charge of it 15 dinar. That's a lot. Can we get a discount? Though it is far below the price I must pay for such an object, nevertheless I am out bargained, and you shall have it for a mere 10 dinar. May this lamp light your darkness. You pay for the brass lamp and put it away. They love bargaining. They say they don't. Hello? Welcome in.
Gesundheit, Tippecanoe, and how do you do? Pleased to meet you, and I mean to please you. Welcome to my little shop of wonders. Wonder what shop it is? It's magic, of course. I am Keep On Laughing, proprietor. You must be Noble Cause. Pleased to know you, Mr. Cause. Shapeir always hopes for heroes. It's sad, Dad, but if you need to climb to the sublime, you need a rope dope. I happen to have a magic rope for sale, direct from some Hindu who did the best he can do. Hello, sailor, new in town, so how you doing, Bruin? Had any witty conversations? Been chatting with the enchantress yet? See all the sights, Justin, or just sighting all the scenes? Sell you a spell now? Whew. This place lies somewhere between weird and infinity, much more towards weird. These cupboards are closed, but undoubtedly contain more oddments. It is a hand puppet bearing the name Rosella, a dragon, a hand puppet labeled Cookie Monster, a hand puppet that is either Cecil the Seasick Sea Serpent, Ollie the Dragon, or Zippy the Pinhead, depending on which way you squint. They're from the Buffoon's Balloons. The top hats on the bottom are tops because he bought 'em. A green pencil box for holding red pencils. Stuffed things and megalosums. These are waxen Icarus wings. The label admonishes, do not attempt to use these wings in hot climates. Well, they're either eggplants or that new doll called Baby Antwerp, which, when turned on its back, promptly explodes. These are quite clearly Orats on a stick, extremely useful somewhere. Keepon calls it a self-motivating, horizontally situated windmill. Then again, it might be a giant. There seem to be books in many languages, few of which are comprehensible to you, but you do recognize some old favorites such as Ghost Riders in the Sky. It's the USS Exit Prize. They're pinwheels for Keepon to toy around with. Be it ever so humble, there's no face like gnomes. The windbag's been pushing whoopee cushions. You can burn 2 pieces of toast at once with this baby. You know, if only someone would invent electricity and maybe an outlet and extension cord. To err is human. This was Keepon's biggest fan until things took a turn for the worse. Keepon grew tired of being played for a fool. The Michelin Man? The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? No, it's the Doughbury Pills Boy. This is all just junk and things. You don't want to know. These orbs look vaguely familiar. Nuns are often in the habit of wearing these with their habit. These things are actually real, as opposed to all this other stuff that you can't have. The tag says, Ally Figure, genuine x-ray glasses, 15 dinar. They look incredibly large, but the tag also says one size fits all. It must be magic. We're not going to buy the x-ray glasses because I don't have any interest in them. But later in the scene, in the game, much later, there is a scene where a woman disrobes behind a curtain, and if your character is wearing the x-ray glasses, you can see her naked. So if pixel art nudity is what does it for you, I'm sure you can find that video on YouTube. But I will not be showing that here because it would make me uncomfortable to do it. You don't have her consent in that situation to ogle her. So we will not be doing that. I don't have a problem with nudity. The nudity doesn't bother me. It's the consent issue that bothers me. So there's a sun. Talk about topsy-turvy. The sun shines up from the floor onto the clouds above. The fact that the clouds on the ceiling don't move leads you to the conclusion that they were not painted on with an airbrush. And actually, speaking of those x-ray glasses, there are some things in the game which, if you do them, you cannot become a paladin at the end of the game, which is an option that is available for people who are particularly honorable, as long as they don't do anything disqualifying. The x-ray glasses are not disqualifying, but the developers later said that they really probably should have been, ought to have been. They absolutely ought to have been if you're going to measure honor in any kind of reasonable way. So in the fan-made VGA remake, I believe that was fixed, that if you use the x-ray glasses, then you can't become a paladin, which is one of the few things that probably did need to be fixed. So yay, they fixed it. So we go through here. You look awfully familiar, and familiarly awful. Haven't you been here before? Oh, it's a wall. That looked real. Okay, so let's ask about Keep On. Keep On Laughing is my name. Ask me again and I'll tell you the same. Magic, magic everywhere. Find it at Aziza's lair. Magic, magic, wait a bit. Find it in the soul of wit. Magic, magic in the stars. The astrologer can see that far. He's mentioned Aziza twice now. Auntie Aziza lives off the east end of Shamali Tariq. Mind your P's and Q's when you are there, or she might send you know where. What about wit? If you want to be witty, then search in the city. The nitty gritty to this ditty. You need magic to find it. 'Twas designed by committee. Interesting. Okay. Astrologer? Do not hurry, do not wait. The astrologer will tell your fate. He is not near, he is not far. He's at the end of Tariq of stars. He said something about a rope. If you are inclined to climb, a magic rope can give you hope. To make it rise, close your eyes, raise your arms high, and watch it fly. If the time is right, you're in a plight. You can get it across if you give it a toss. Burma shave. It's a good tool, fool, but remember the rule. The magic can't last, and on your last cast, it'll go fast. So don't waste it, or you might find yourself hanging in the air with nothing there. We have a special on magic ropes this year. It usually costs 12,500 centimes. For a limited time only though, it's only 125 dinar. So do you want to scope a rope, Miss Anthrop? That's a lot, 125 dinar. It did sound useful. On the other hand, maybe we could get a better deal if we bargain later. Let's ask about spells. I'm a little low on spells in stock, but I do have scrolls of Detect Magic for a negligible 10 dinar, Trigger for only 15, Force Bolt for a measly 20, Levitate for a mere 30, and Erasmus's Razzle Dazzle for a paltry 25. So we have most of those. Ask about Detect. Detect will select what you suspect but can't inspect. Expect the effect to wreck the protection by creating a defect in its perfect reflection. Okay, ask about Trigger. The Trigger spell is like a witch's switch with the hitch, Rich. It makes the last magic cast in the past happen fast. Not only that, brat, but Trigger makes you hoarse. Ask about Dazzle. A shining example of a scintillating spell. It brings a tear to the eyes of the other guys who spy it. What about Zap? Zaps for saps. Force is the source. Besides, I don't carry that one. If you need the only answer, then ask another Prancer. Too hot to handle. The Force Bolt's my candle. Fresh out of stock on that one, although I use it myself. So you mentioned Force Bolt. If you have a need for nudging or a bent for bouncing, this spell is swell. It can punch, it can push, it can even beat around the bush, all for a mere 20 dinar. Let's bargain them down. Woo! Smooth talking, dude. You got a gift for the gab tab. Tell you what I'm going to do. Seeing as you being a hero and all, I'll reduce the price by a whole 10 simoleons. Dinars, that is. Doflo. Shapeir Buccaneer. Now let me see where I last saw it. I'll have to look for it in the back room. I'll be back in a flash with the stash nash. I find Keep On tiring. Silly me. I had it here the whole time. Abracadabra and diggery-doo, make the thing appear for you. Here you go, Joe. Hope you're happy, Pappy. Okay, so we have Force Bolt. He also mentioned something called Levitate. It's got its ups and downs, but if you need a lift, this will get your feet up off the ground. Bargain, Levitate. Whew, smooth talking, dude. Eins, zwei, drei, vier, make it snappy and bring it here. Here you go, Joe. Hope you're happy, Pappy. I think we'll buy the rope just so we don't have to come here again.
bargain magic rope. We only got 10 dinar off of it, so it was 115. If you are inclined to climb, a magic rope can give you hope. We've done that one already. Okay. So, yay. Let's leave. Bye. If you need to know some knowledge about the magic way, then go and see Aziza, who will enchant you if you stay. Watch out, she's testy though. So long, farewell, oaf we do the same. Goodbye, see you real soon, Effendi, cause I like you. Oh, it's, the night is still young. Boy, we were in there for a while. The time moves faster in Game 2 than it does in Game 1. It is hoped that you enjoyed your first sights of our beautiful city of Shapeir. So can we tell him about, like, what we did today? I don't think so. Sit. And Shima brings us food. Thanks, Mom! Tonight's meal is honeyed lamb with almonds and curried chicken. It is hoped you will enjoy it. You are, of course, most welcome, my hero. You have a wonderful meal. There are numerous salads, 2 main courses, fruit, hot mint tea, dessert, and all the bread you could want. You feel stuffed and content. Fortunately, your strenuous regime as a hero prevents you from looking as round as Abdullah. There is nothing wrong with being round. So, how are you doing, Abdullah? Did you have a good day? Ask about Money Changer. Do you know about her? She is a very beautiful woman, and very attracted to me, I can tell. You will find her at the end of Dinar Tariq, a street to the, I think to the west of here. Tell about Money Changer? Okay, he doesn't understand. I was trying to tell him about her day. So, it's not ask about room. Your room awaits you, just off the passage behind me. You will have a place to stay here as long as you wish to be our guest. So we're going to go ahead and go to bed for the night. So look how pretty this is. We've got one of those beds that's like just raised off the floor, and it's full of pillows and blankets and like a tiger skin. The night is still young on day 1. How long do you wish to sleep? So we can stay awake. We can sleep an hour. We can sleep until dawn, or we can sleep until next evening. So I'm gonna stay awake for now because we're not that tired yet. We have 80 stamina, and every every moment counts to me because I told you we're running on a timer. So the night is still young. We're going to go out into the desert. Maybe be granted a happy evening, Effendi. Now, he did say you are not likely to live... I wanted to see what he said. Can we pause that? You are not likely to live long if you go that way. One cannot travel in the desert unless one is better prepared or joins a caravan. Yeah. So I know we're coming up on the hour mark. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Stop. I'm going to save our game here. And that'll be the next video. Because I don't want to... I'm trying not to go over an hour. And I've already failed. And it's like 1 hour and 10 minutes. Sorry. The first day was very action-packed. So we're gonna go look at some monsters is what we're gonna do. And I'm really excited. I'm so excited. If you're here with me, I am so freaking excited. I have been looking forward to this one, even while I was playing the other one. I actually finished the last Let's Play last night, and I wanted so badly to stay up and play this one, but I didn't because I was so tired that I felt like my entire commentary would be, dull and me just going, pretty, so I didn't want to do that. I wanted to be rested for you guys so I could do a good video, but I am so excited. I love this game so much, and I think you will too. So I will see you in the next Let's Play, and thank you so much for being here. My name is Anna Mardol, and this is Quest for Glory 2. Bye-bye.